Alright, hey guys, so this is sort of like the addendum to Maschine 2.2, the new features, and today we're going to be talking about touch sensitive knobs. And when I heard that the first time, I was like, why do we even need that? I was already, you know me, I'm complaining first and ask questions later, sort of. Well, not always. Anyways, it's a great feature, and I'm going to show you how that works. So on Maschine Studio, on a big one, these 8 knobs here, these 8 knobs are touch sensitive. And I'm going to be showing you a little bit later how you go about doing that hardware update. It needs a firmware update that I didn't have, so in that case it would show up on the screen in your preferences, and I'll show you that path at the end. So remember, we just visited scales and the arpeggiator, so let me show you what those touch sensitive buttons can do for you there. Alright, it's going to be really quick. For example, on scale, all you have to do is you put your finger right there and it pops up. Pretty cool. So instead of just turning the knob before to just see what's in stock, we can just place our finger right there, or you can just grab the knob like this and it comes up beautifully. And then you can turn it. So it's a little bit of a visual feedback here. So not only is it touch sensitive, but it also gives you that menu list. So it should actually be labeled touch sensitive menu list feature. Same thing here with the chords. We have different chord features right here. You really get a good idea of what's going on inside the box. If we go note repeat, so I'm going to lock the arpeggiator right here. And so what's going on? So before we would have to basically turn the knob to see what capabilities we have. Let's say the thing is ongoing, and we'd have to turn the knob to find out what's going on. By the time we turn the knob, we already made a change. So I think that is a pretty cool addition. In this case here with the rhythm, putting my finger on there, and here we go. I have 1 bar all the way to 1/128th notes. Here is all the arpeggiator patterns all the way from up to chord. I hope you see all this very well. Sequence, different sequences that we can get. So I just place my fingers on those dials here. See that? It's almost like, so it's very, so if you have a percentage, there's no drop down menu here, so by putting your finger on there, nothing's going to happen, right? It probably still knows that you're grabbing it, but not getting a visual feedback. So that's for the arpeggiator and for the chord feature. Let's see how that looks like when we go to another group and when we browse. So browsing, pretty cool right now, right? So now I can go, let's say I want to go into instruments, and I can, here in categories, I can sort my categories. There is a feature in preferences now that gives you the sensitivity of it from 0 all the way to, I think from 1 all the way to 10 or 9. Let's go to instruments. For example, I have drums and percussion. Let's go to synthesizers. Just say, let's go, I'm going to Prism. Then I go into all types, and see, it gives me all the types right here, right? So I can go bass, brass, all the way down to synth pad. Here we go. Here we go. And we have different modes, subtypes again. Pretty cool. I like that it's kind of intuitive. Let's check it out with sampling. Very cool with sampling. You would see what pops up like this. I think I can almost stop talking and just tell you, okay, this is sampling. Here we go. Mode. Bars. Very cool. Let's go into sound, and here we are in plugin. Polyphony. Engine. Very cool. See that? Standard MP60 and the S1200. We can go here. So now these ones here are, there's no drop down menus, so that's not going to change. Filter, give the type of filters, compressors a percentage. Every time there's a percentage, there won't be a change. So I think here we got the LFOs, sine, triangular, rectangular, saw wave, random, and so forth. So you can already see where this is going. Let me show you shift recording mode, quantize, timing, metronome level. That's a dial. All right, and then let's really quickly go into pattern. So it comes up here, grid, options. So there's a lot of parameters that respond to that. So I certainly find the addition of touch sensitive knobs a really cool feature. Not something that you actually have to have, but it comes in handy and makes the workflow on this gigantic box here quite pleasing. And there's one more automation feature that I can't show you here, but I will do that very shortly on the screen. It's called Touch Auto Write. Whenever you touch one of the touch sensitive knobs, it starts to overwrite the automation in that knob's current state. Anyways, let me now show you how you can get the firmware update for Maschine Studio so you can use all these functions.
All right, so let's go to the appropriate Native Instruments download landing page. Look at the browser URL, it's drivers and files, and we are looking for the device updater for Maschine Studio. Already came out in November 11th. By the way, look at the date format, it's European, and there it is. It says capacitive knobs, berührungsempfindliche Drehregler, as they say in German. So we need that. I'm on a Mac. If you're on a PC, same thing. 1.0.0.39. That's when the interesting stuff happens. The download, it gives you an MST updater, and comes up. In this case, I already did that. So, but basically that's how you update it. Then your knobs are touch sensitive. Now, I want to show you that auto touch write feature. So it's called touch auto write. You have to enable that. By the way, my knobs were at a very low touch sensitivity. Cranked it up a little bit. So let's say we have an automation going on here that we did in auto. And now if I just touch one of the knobs, in this case the kick volume, so let me do an automation here, and at the next pass I'm just touching it wherever that knob is in its current state. It'll overwrite what we have here. So that's a touch right. Pretty cool feature. Well, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what else I could make happen for you here with Native Instruments Maschine. Massivebeatz out.
Jazz.